So what is the shaky head? Pretty much all it's going to be is a light wire finesse hook like that, jig head hook, and then a finesse style worm. And there's going to be two types of worms though. You're always going to be fishing a finesse worm, but you can either use a really stretchy, really durable floating worm like this one, or you can use your traditional salted soft plastic material that just sinks and it's not quite as durable, but a lot of guys like those baits better. The Zoom trick worm is a good example, and it's probably the most popular shaky head worm of all time. Me personally, I prefer the floating style worm. The reason is the material is super durable, super stretchy. You can catch dozens and dozens of fish on this. In fact, I've literally caught probably dozens of bass on just this one worm right here, and it still works just fine. And additionally, I prefer the floating style worm. I just think it gives it a bit more action. I feel like with the worm up in the water, you can draw bass from a little bit farther distance, so I prefer the floating worms, but it's really up to you. They both work just fine. And then when it comes to the jig head design, there's going to be your ball head, your standard ball head, shaky heads like these, and there's going to be a screw lock jig head. And when deciding between the two, essentially, if you're using those durable, stretchy floating worms, you want to go with the ball head, because trying to get those salted plastics up on that lead keeper can often tear the nose and make it really difficult to rig them. But if you're using a traditional salted plastic worm, you want to go with the screw lock, because it's really hard to put these stretchy material, TPE material baits onto a screw lock. It's a lot of effort and it's really not worth it.